Wipe your ass with the Human Rights Declaration. By the end of spring, I could clearly see that nothing had changed. The Helsinki Agreement was just another piece of worthless document, and basic human rights were just as non-existent as before the 1975 Helsinki Conference. This became even more evident after I finally had the courage to go to the police department to apply for a passport. The two-passport system, blue to the west and red within the Warsaw Pact countries, was still in effect. I applied for a blue one. The officer that I handed my application to briefly glanced at the document, then he started laughing. He then went into another office, still laughing, and told others about my application. When he returned, two other officers came with him. As if, after a good joke, they just couldn't stop laughing. Finally, the one that I initially dealt with tossed my application in front of me. "You have just returned from America, right?" he said. "That's right," I said, trying to maintain a firm voice in spite of the knot I felt in my throat. "Well, then you will have to wait 5 years before you can even hand in an application. 2 years if you apply for a red passport." The Hungarian government signed the Helsinki Agreement in 1975, guaranteeing freedom of movement to everyone in Hungary, I said, almost apologetically. "I was pardoned by the amnesty. That's why I returned. Now I think I should have my basic rights." The officers started laughing again, and I felt totally humiliated. "Enough," the officer said after they finally stopped laughing. "Take your application and wipe your ass with it. And don't come back. Just remember before you beg for your human rights again. 5 years for the blue passport, 2 for the red one. Now, get out before I arrest you." I was mad at myself. What a huge mistake it was to leave the free world.